Welcome to 23-3. We are going to do a quick note section on simplifying exponent expressions. Step number 1, cancel out all zero exponents. So when I look at number 1, that means everything to the zero exponent will be canceled out. So you've noticed I've circled the entire top of my equation because of that zero exponent right there on the outside. Remember, when something's on the outside of parentheses like this, it's going to be distributed inside everything inside the parentheses. So that 0 will go to that 2 and will go to that 0 there, meaning all of this will cancel out. If my entire top cancels out, what will my number be? That's right, a 1. Step number says remove all parentheses. Well, we've already done that, so we're good. 3 is simplify the top and simplify the bottom. So I have 2n times n. Well, I only have one big number, so I know it's getting brought over. Then I look to my n's. I have 1, 2. Which means I have n squared. Come back over, move all negative exponents to the other side of the fraction. We don't have any negative exponents. Simplify the top and bottom again. Again, it's good. You know you are finished once all whole numbers are reduced and no repeat variables and no negative exponents. So let's look. My whole numbers are reduced, 1/2 cannot go any further. I have no repeat variables, and I have no negative exponents, which makes this my answer. Let's move on to a harder one. Let's look at number 2. Step 1, cancel all zero exponents. Are there any zero exponents? No, there's not. Using multiplication, remove the parentheses. Okay, so I look to the top. I have 2y squared. I can't really do anything there. There are no parentheses, so I'm just going to rewrite it. The bottom. I can't do anything with this xy to start off with, but I can here to this. So I'm going to take what's on the outside, and I'm going to apply it to everything on the inside, which means -1 times -2 makes that a positive 2. 3 times -1 makes that a -3. I can't do anything here because there are no parentheses. Let's look and see what our next step says to do. Simplify the top and then simplify the bottom. Alright? Well, my top looks pretty simplified. There's nothing I can do there. But the bottom, it looks like I can start combining some like terms. So I look to my big numbers. I have 1, it's right here, and it's a 2. So I'm going to put him there and then cross him off because I'm done with him. Then I'm going to look alphabetically first. X's. I have 1 here, 1 there, and 1 there. My exponent on the one without 1 is a 1. So I'm going to have 1 plus this 2 plus this 4. So 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 4 is 7. So on the bottom, I'm going to have 7 x's. That one's now done, that one's done, and that one's done. So now it's time to look to the y's. I have 1, and this one's a -3. So it's really going to be 1 plus a -3, which ends up being a -2. So let's look and see what our next step says. Move all negative exponents to the other side of the fraction. Okay, so I'm going to take my -2 here and I'm going to bump him up here. Because when I do that, the negative goes away and we just keep the number and he disappears from here. So now I have 2y squared times y squared over 2x to the 7th. What does it say next? Simplify the top and bottom again. Okay, So come back over here. Y squared and y squared, how many y's is that total? It would be y to the 4th. My x, I can't do anything down there, so I know I'm going to have x to the 7th. And then we're going to take a look at our whole numbers. What is 2 divided by 2? That's right, it's a 1. So do we write multiplication by 1? No. So our answer is y to the 4th over x to the 7th. Let's look. Are our whole numbers reduced? Yes, because 2 divided by 2 made 1. Are there repeat variables? Nope, I have one y written, and I have one x written. And do I have any negative exponents? No, I do not. That's how I know I'm done. At this moment, I'm going to kind of scan over here because we're going to flip to the next page. So if you need to, hit pause and make sure you write down the notes. Hit pause, make sure you write down the notes, and then we're going to move on. Alrighty, step 1, remove all zero exponents. So this right here is going to go away. This one right here is going to go away. Draw our line. Let's remove some parentheses. So that and that will remove our parentheses. So negative 4 times that 4 will make h to the negative 16. Negative 4 times 2 will make j to the negative 8. On the bottom, I have 2 times 2, which is 4. So those are gone. I have 2 h's there, or I'm sorry, 4 h's here and 2 h's there. 4 and 2 make h to the 6th. That's gone. That's gone. So then I look to my j's. I have negative 3 plus that 1 will make j to the negative 2. So that's gone. That's gone. And I only have one k, and he's k to the 4th. So then our notes say to do what? Move all negative exponents to the other side. So that means this guy is moving downstairs. That guy is moving downstairs, and that guy will be moving upstairs. So j to the 2nd moves up, and all of this moves down. So I'm going to write my j to the 2nd. I know I'm going to have my 4. I know I'm going to have my h to the 6th. I know I'm going to have my k to the 4th. And then I'm going to multiply that by everything that was negative from upstairs. So h to the negative 16 becomes h to the positive 16, and j to the negative 8 will become j to the positive 8. Now it says I need to simplify again. So when I simplify, my j to the squared, he gets to stay. My 4 gets to stay because there's no whole number on top that's going to make it go away. I'm going to look here to my h's. I have 6 and 16 of them, so that makes 22 total h's on the bottom. I'm going to look to my j's. I have 8. And then I'm going to look to my k's. I have 4. And then I'm going to ask myself, am I ready to be done? Well, I have no negative exponents, so that's good. My whole numbers are reduced, so that's even better. But I have written j twice. I have 2 on top and I have 8 on the bottom, which means I need to get rid of them and make it to where I only have one j written. So my 4, h to the 22nd, k to the 4th get to stay, but we need to decide on the j's. I have 2 j's on top and I have 8 j's on the bottom. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there it is expanded out. Now, 2 of these j's from the bottom are going to cancel out those 2 j's on the top. What happens when they do that? That's right, all of our j's on the top go away, so we fill in a 1. How many j's do I have left on the bottom? I have 6. Now the shortcut says you're going to take your top number. You're going to decide which one has more, the top or bottom. Well, the bottom has more. And then you're going to take and subtract the two numbers. Well, 8 minus 2 gives me 6, and I know it goes into the bottom because the bottom had more. Let's do one more. This is number 4 on your worksheet, in case you were curious or lost. So we're going to start by doing by looking for our zero exponents. We don't have any zero exponents. So then we're going to start by eliminating the parentheses. I have this -2 on the outside that I now need to apply to everything on the inside. So my 2 becomes 2 to the -2. My y becomes y to the -2. Then I'm going to look to the bottom. I can do 2 times 2. What is 2 times 2? It's 4. I can add my x to the 4th times x to the -3. 4 minus 3 leaves me with an x. And now it's time to figure out what we do with our negative exponents. What do we do with them? We take all of this to the bottom and remove the negative. So 2 to the -2 becomes 2 squared. Y to the -2 becomes y squared. So those are gone. What do I have left in the top? Nothing. So I put a 1. 2 squared is really 4. So I can erase that 2 squared and I can write the number 4. And I know what 4 times 4 is. It's 16. Can I combine x and y? No, x and y are two different letters. So I'm going to have one x and I'm going to have two y's. And I'm going to ask myself, am I done? Are my whole numbers reduced? Well, 1/16 does not reduce any further. Do I have any negative exponents? Nope, I already took them to the bottom, so I'm good there. And do I have any repeat variables? And no, I only have one x and I have one y, so I'm good there. Please work on the rest of your worksheet quietly. If you have questions, refer to your notes or ask myself or one of the other assistants in the room. Thank you so much.